The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a and want your compatible, created in the attic. We are the coolest on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a want your compatible, created in the attic. Ain't nobody don't ask me. I'm just so fresh, so clean. Don't you think I'm so? I'm just so fresh, so clean. Ain't nobody don't ask me. I'm just so fresh, so clean. I'm the
top, you know I probably always wonder how I'm feeling, and I tell them that I feel like I want me, she gotta be a 10, and if she's sending me selfies, I gotta be joining. Too many times I told these, stop playing with me. I don't wanna hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread and the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. Wait, I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm sitting on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm baking on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Rockets. This the first of their 3 home games in the 5-game series. Can they make the most of it and take a 1-game lead?
Well, it's always about the start. Again, when you're at home, you get confident. You've got the fans behind you, but you still have to play good basketball. And typically a good start means a good game. So I think it's all contingent upon how they start the game.
Now, here's Thompson. This ball movement by Detroit. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Heaney. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. You take a look at the Pistons. They're looking to build in what's been a great run for them so far.
And it's not hard to see them doing that. There's a title insight, and as tough a matchup as this is, this group is on a mission.
Nice shot by Smith.
And smooth in everything he does. Nice dribble move there by Smith.
Pass to Reed. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 3-point game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Durant. Out to Thompson. Screen by Smith. That one misses. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Pass to Reed. Cunningham inside. From downtown. Good on the triple.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
Here's Thompson. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Cunningham. 4 on the clock. Pass to Reed. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. It's trailed by 4. It's Thompson off the drive. And it's Thompson at the jam.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Cunningham outside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Holiday.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way. An electric player when he takes advantage.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 5. Pass to Smith. Back to Durant. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Cunningham. He's got 6. 1:39 left from the first quarter of the game. Picked by Reed. From the arc. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Here's Porzingis. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And Porzingis at 7'3" doesn't just go through, he goes over contact.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Udoka. David?
Talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That that might mean we have to throw different defenders at them. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with. Okay, guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
I think there's a little bit more room for Porzingis to play with that kind of aggression.
There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. And then Cunningham slams it in.
And wow, coming from Cade, that's good stuff.
On the wing, Thompson. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Cunningham outside. And Reed has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Reed's got 5.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
And they've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and it has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Dort wide open. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Dunn. He gets it in there.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Pistons leading by 3. Simmons inside.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Whitmore. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Whitmore's got his second bucket.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here is Dunn. Pass to Whitmore. Shoots. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Whitmore's got 7 points in the game. Outside, Dort. Here's Edey. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Dort. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
And here is Williams. Here's Whitmore. Guarded by Simmons. Outside, Dort. And stolen by Dunn. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Pass to Edey. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries. Rockets trailed by 5. To the paint. Rebound, Detroit.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Edey. Rebound by Williams. To the middle. Here's Eason.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Houston foul. Whitmore. First personal foul.
1:53 left in the first half. Cunningham's shot is off. And here are the Rockets now. It's a three-point game. Porzingis trying to get free. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First team foul.
It's on Ausar Thompson.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Reed. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Now here is Holiday. The Rockets again can't hit. 1:06 left in the second quarter. Here's Thompson. Rockets with the rebound. Thompson in the corner. Takes the three. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. That's good from Cunningham. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Durant. Down low. Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Back to Durant. Shoots the three. Traps in the tray. KD's got the lead up to 3 now for Houston.
This offense just continues to impress.
To the wing right side. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Pass to McDaniels. Fires for three. And the three ball is good. McDaniels got it all tied up now for the Pistons. On the wing, Jones. Now Whitmore. Eason gets a wide open look. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. Up in time. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Rockets lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. Done outside. Pass to Whitmore. From outside, off the mark. Pistons trailed by 3. Cunningham inside. Here's Reed. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Reed got the first points to start out the third quarter for Detroit. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Drills the three-pointer. Whitmore's got 12 points in the game.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D chills him.
From past the arc. That shot misses. Houston leading by 3. Here's Eason. Off on the layup. Simmons with it. Defended by Whitmore. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Over in the corner, Dort. And he gets it to go from the corner.
The assist.
And this is how confident Dort knows how effective he is off the catch.
And it's done, penetrating. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. KD picks one up.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Dort misses.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Whitmore. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight for him.
Williams with the block.
That's what Williams does, disrupt your offense.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Timeout.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Tries the spin move. 6 to shoot. And Smith with the stop.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Outside, Dort. Outside, Jones. Pass to Edey. Shot to stop the run. Here's Dort. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Launches it. Porzingis with the rebound.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Going up strong there. That's the kind of aggressive play you love to see from Smith.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Cunningham. He's got 10. Pass to Thompson. The kick out to Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. At the elbow, it's Cunningham. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson misses. Rockets leading by 10. Now here's Durant. Guarded by Robinson. KD looking around. Offline from the top of the key.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Cunningham outside. There's McDaniels. Detroit, no good that time either. Latrey, good, and the assist goes to Robinson. McDaniels got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Holiday with it. Outside, KD. Pass to Thompson. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Taken away by Holiday. Right side, Durant. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Powers through for the bucket. Gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
Pass to Thompson. Cunningham outside. Back to Thompson. Cunningham outside. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. And the wide open shot from Reed. And another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Going up.
behind Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean he's still not going to get up.
Pass to Reed. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Houston leading by 8. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Substitution.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Whitmore. Pass to Eason. To the inside. Stolen by Robinson. Taken away by Williams. And so it's the Houston Rockets in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
The Pistons, 42.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Trailing here by 8. Driving to the basket. A 3 ball. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pistons. Done outside. Pass to Eason. Picked by Williams. It's up a 3. Shot by Eason. No good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Poked away. Cunningham looking it over. Thompson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Reed. Eason grabs the board.
McGee giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
When he is healthy, Williams is an important piece on this team, mainly due to that defense and rebound.
And both free throws good for Williams.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Edey. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Cam Whitmore. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Rockets leading by 5. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Detroit with it. Now Simmons. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. He's fantastic at sensing when one of his guys... has got some freedom.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Outside, Porzingis.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Screen by Smith. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Holiday. Jacks up a 3. Detroit with the rebound. To the paint. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Great pass there from Herbert Jones. When someone's open, he'll find him.
Here's Thompson. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Kicks it out to Jones. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And a different look here for the Pistons. The kick out to Cunningham. Here's Heaney. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Houston in the lead. Thompson outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
McDaniels. Pistons passing it around. Clock at 6. Back to Reed. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Reed's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Thompson. And here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis making it count. Wants to come through big time and does here.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Reed. Looking for Cunningham. He gets it there. McDaniels in the post. Now here's Reed. And another 3 for Detroit.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Out to Porzingis. Screen by Smith. Pass to Thompson. Releases. Rebounded by the Pistons. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Durant in the corner. For the 3. Edey with the rebound. So they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Here are the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Right on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Stolen.
Boy, having money, have a fly. Me want every weekend. Get a new act every season. Only cause of the way and the reason. One out of the big dog and the demon. Knife shine with steel coke. Keep my hand on the phone on the way up on the way up on the chair. Repair no walk up the place. Hot girl don't know. Rock up the place. Chair repair no walk up the place. Hot girl don't know. Rock up the place.
Like a bad girl wine. If you want chop me, I decline it. The body stay hot in the time. Down the beat and rewind it. And when I ring down the phone,
Yeah, this for the culture. Gotta keep it straight like Travolta or the crease upon jeans. With Travolta, we was dancing like machines. And JB, cape up on his shoulders with the Mike Prince pulled up out the holster. Same tree, it represent blackness from the passage. The past is alive and well, surprising like magic. The ultimate is classic. Now I ain't reinvent the wheel. I simply...
Playoff basketball here on 2K Sports. Game 2, we're bringing it to you live. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Berry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Taking a look at Houston.
Yeah, after that loss, their character is going to be tested. But how will they respond? They can't afford to fall into a 0-2 hole, then go on the road. They've got to up their ante now.
And Houston has possession, following the score by Detroit. Shot clock at 3. Out to Thompson. There's the 3. Detroit with a rebound.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Cunningham outside. Thompson outside. Pass to Robinson. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Now here's Robinson. Holiday grabs the miss. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Houston shooting their first foul shot of the night. You look at Detroit. And it's Houston's ball. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Smith. Out to Thompson. Back to Smith. Pass to Thompson. Fires at the elbow. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Thompson, no good. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Pistons on D. Durant surveying the D. Smith outside. Pass to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Cunningham with the ball. Reed sets a screen. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like how Cunningham just refuses to settle on the play. He gets his shot off and then gets himself fouled.
And the Rockets making a change here.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Durant. And here's Porzingis. Clock at 6. Shoots over Reed. Porzingis misses.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Launches it. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the inside. And he gets it to go. Holiday's got 5.
Such a smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance open up right there, he's all over.
It's Cunningham with a drive. That shot, no good. Eason with some nice D. Outside Durant. Down low. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Durant. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Here's Eason. The rebound by Detroit. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Kicks it out to Cunningham. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
So for the Pistons. 1:14 left in the first quarter of the game.
I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
Takes the 3. The shot by Dunn, no good. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Outside Whitmore. Back to Dunn. Shot clock at 6. Back to Whitmore. Spins. Pass to Eason. Outside, Williams. And another miss by Houston. Poke loose. Here's Dunn. Misses from short range. Some room here for Dort. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Pistons on. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And slam dunk by Simmons.
Big man rolling through. Give Simmons a lane to the rim, and he'll make you pay.
Whitmore with it. He's picked up by Jones. Dunn outside. Back to Whitmore. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here's Durant. Jones grabs the board.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Rockets trail by 4 to the paint. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Smith outside. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Dort. And And Thompson gets it to go.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Pass to Porzingis. Now Simmons. Here's Dort. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
And that's just Dort being Dort. I mean, the guy plays so physical and bullies his way inside.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. The three from Thompson. Fires in the triple. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
First personal foul. Second team foul. In for the Pistons.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Cunningham. He's covered by Holiday. Back to Robinson. 6 to shoot. And a big finish by Robinson.
Robinson is very fluid as a big, and he comes off that pick ready to shoot.
And Holiday powers it home.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Oh, Cunningham rises up.
And this is where Cade Cunningham showing his ability to get above the rim as a point guard. This makes him special.
Up top, Smith. Still without a bucket. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Smith. Clock at 4. Here's Thompson. They kick it out to Porzingis. From deep. McDaniels with the rebound. The Pistons lead by 3. Inside. Here's Robinson. Soft touch off the glass. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Some footwork and some finesse from Mitchell Robinson.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half. Now here's Dunn. It's Williams, high post. Pass to Whitmore. Shot clock at 5. Back to Williams. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Robinson. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Cunningham, left side. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. .34 seconds left in the second. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Edey. And that one is hammered home.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
To the paint. Here's Easton. Banked it in off the glass. Easton's got his first points of the night.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
And here's Simmons. It's Dort on the wing. Pass to Edey. Outside Jones. Here's the three. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Pistons on top. They lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. Rockets trail by 5. Outside Easton. Pass to Whitmore. Fires the three. The rebound by Detroit. Here's Simmons. Here's Edey. Right side Simmons. Shoots over Easton. Ooh, Williams with the block.
That's what Williams does, disrupt your offense.
And so it's Houston with it. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Whitmore. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Nice move. Jams it in off a great move.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Simmons looking around. It's stolen by Dunn.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Here's Whitmore outside. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Outside Holiday. Out left to the wing. For the tie. Smith no good.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
To the wing, right side. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Robinson. To Cunningham. A shot from the high post. Connects. The jumper drops.
The assist.
Cunningham's got 6 points.
Yeah, some retro action from Cade Cunningham, the mid-range J.
Double team on Holiday. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Outside Reed. Out to Thompson. Launches the three. Reed can't hit. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Here's Thompson. And he lays it up and in. He's got 7.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Inside. And stolen by Durant. Back comes Houston in transition. Smith outside. Porzingis surveying the floor. Clock at 6. Outside Durant. Reed with the rebound. The Pistons lead by 3. Down low. Here's McDaniels.
Defense making it pretty easy for Cade Cunningham here. You can't leave someone wide open on this team.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Thompson outside. They kick it out to Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. No good with the triple. And here's Detroit, leading by 5. Thompson outside. Now Cunningham. No good on the 3.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Here's Thompson. He gets it in there. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Cunningham up top. 6 points for him. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Got a piece of it. Pass to Dort. Now here's Simmons. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Now Herbert Jones, such a long wing. He plays excellent defense, guards a ton of positions out there. This guy has tremendous value.
And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Rockets trail by 4. Dunn right side. Here's Eason. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Brandon Clark. Houston shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. The kick out to Simmons. Edey for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Pistons on top.
The Pistons, 25.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Detroit. It's a 1-point game. Right side Simmons. Clark outside. Pass to Edey. And stolen by Williams. And here's Dunn. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Allie, thank you.
Good recognition from the big man, Williams. Solid at realizing when the D has overcommitted.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Jones. Dunn outside. 5 to shoot. The 3 connects from downtown. And now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. That's tipped. The 3 is up. Cunningham, confident in his range.
I like this attitude on this possession from Cade. Just really confident getting into that J.
Outside Whitmore. Tries the spin move. Williams up top. Outside Eason. It's hauled in by Robinson. And it's Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Houston making some changes. To the inside. Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside that side. That's an easy jam.
And he comes up with a bucket. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Durant for three. Out to Thompson. To the paint. What a throwdown from KD.
A lot of years behind Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean he's still not going to get up.
Pass to Reed. Cunningham, left side. Back to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Smith outside. Porzingis up top. Holiday looking for an opening. Back to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Over Cunningham. Can't hit from the elbow. The Pistons leading. Outside Reed. Cunningham outside. Rockets with a rebound. We've got 1:28 left in the game. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Porzingis loving the moment right here, stepping up huge.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul so far. Here's Cunningham. High post Reed. Back to Cunningham. 5 on the clock.
And Cade Cunningham stepping up in a big moment for this squad.
Here's Durant. He connects!
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Cunningham, right side. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Drew Holiday.
Cunningham close to 6'8". He's such a tough cover for bigger guys. How mobile he is. Love him attacking in this mindset.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is the biggest possession of the game. If they get a stop, they'll have a chance to close it out at the other end. So they've got to play it smart here.
And here's Thompson for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Pass to Thompson. Outside McDaniels. From outside, off the mark. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
Here's Durant. It falls! And so it's Detroit who scrape by with the win. And they start out.